Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Ritual League 3.13. In this episode, I'm going to be going over my new bleed build idea. It's a 3-craft, so do not get debated. It's just an idea for now. It's not actually an endgame build. It hasn't actually been tested in-game. It's just a theory craft, so be warned. And if you haven't seen the new video about Crush, you should go watch that shit. All of the Bloodlust gems are gone. Oh, fuck. They're already gone, dude, but... what? Oh no. Okay, so we're getting into our bleed build now. So this is bleed, and if you guys, I'll give you a brief quick introduction to bleed, and then I'll explain why I'm looking at this and what we found and what the small little enabler is for this whole thing. Okay, so bleed is a physical damage hit of attack that can cause bleed. You can only have one bleed at a time on an enemy, and it will only apply the biggest bleed. Bleed lasts 5 seconds, and bleed when is 70% of the base physical attack damage of the hit. So you want a big base physical attack damage hit, and then bleed. And then if the target moves, they take triple damage. So 70 goes to 210. So you really want the enemy to move, and then that's where you're getting the biggest potential DPS. Okay, so now I go into how I broke it. So I came into my game and I was looking at my build and I had these 4 enduring bond points and I was like, bro, I really want a medium cluster for some tankiness for these delirium maps, so it would feel nice to have a dread march. And then maybe I could drop this this meat shield and I can run anomalous bloodlust in my build somewhere because I want this crush and I don't know how to fit it because it's really weird. Yeah. So I was looking at the medium, and I was like, oh, what am I gonna get on the medium, dude? So I was looking at the mediums, and so renewal got nerfed, so I don't really want it. We go Dread March. Yep, 10% life, physical damage reduction, chaos res, move speed. Here we have hulking corpses. That's pretty cool, right? Taunt and minion life for the dude. We could get our zombies to taunt, and we don't have to have the taunt jewel. And this is 25 life. That's not bad, actually. One of those, I might do that, right? I still might do that, like a Dread March hulking corpses. But then Blessed Rebirth, yeah, 20 life, cannot damage recently. Okay, this one, pretty cool if you use skeletons and Valskelly because you kill them off and you heal off of it. Feasting Fiends, not bad, not bad. Some life, some damage, some leech. Bodyguards, what the hell is this? I forgot this was a thing. Wasn't this only zombies? When did they change this to all minions? This is, okay, this is the enabler. Let me explain. Knockback. I didn't know this, but I went and looked at knockback, and then I read it, and reading is powerful, guys. Knockback is an on-hit effect that slightly pushes targets away from the attacker. Unlike a stun, a knockback does not interrupt the target's action. So one problem is if the enemy is shooting a projectile and you knock them back, holy shit, do you start causing complete chaos. You are the worst party member to play with for bosses. You, especially with minions, you have no control anymore. It's just gonna be chaos. At first I was thinking this would be so bad, but then I kept reading. And it says here, being knocked back counts as moving, and the target will suffer the increased damage over time from bleed. And then I said, oh my god, these numbers. Okay, here we go, we got some numbers. The default knockback distance is 4. Knockback speed is constant, 37.5. So then, it's really quick, you could come to this, and you say, well, let's say you want the maximum, so they're always moving. So you want to travel to 37.5 in a second. And you know that it's 4 per hit of knockback. Because this is the max speed. So how many hits of knockback do you have to get in a second to get the maximum? Whoops. 9.375. And then you realize that the bodyguards said 10%. So this is 93. This is why I said 93 in my stream yesterday a lot. I was like, 430, 437, 93. This shit is insane. You have to math this out and it gets insane. So then you start thinking, okay, you need 93 minions. Or, well, if they attack one time. Or like, you need 93 hits in a second from all your minions. And then how hard is this actually, to be honest? Not that bad. When you really like start looking into it. Okay, look. I'll give you a quick one. Val Skelly. Skelly. That's so many. That's it. Done. That's enough to permanently knock back bleed a boss. I am a genius. The second one is add phantasms. 10 of them. Oh my fucking god. Knockback on phantasms. You don't need them for bleed, just the knockback. The extra minion attack. Pretty funny. Then, because it's just all minions. It's my minion army. Bleed. Cheap. Budget. Oh my fucking god, I broke the game. This is the new meta, dude. So... So then you get skellies, zombies, phantasms, specters. What becomes your carry? What do you bleed with? Are you a stone golem? One stone golem killing Uber Elder with a one-shot bleed, dude? Like, what the fuck? Can you imagine just one stone golem hits the fucking Uber Elder, and then the rest of your squad is just you use skelly archers and they're just, or skelly mages and they're just knocking the boss back? Like, how funny is that, man? Just for the support, skelly mages. Oh my god. Okay, now let's get into the rest of it. So we now know that we could bleed. How do we actually make bleed work in the build? We have the knockback working, and we have the actual way to make it work. And we can make it work on any physical hit and any minion we want, and a new bleed build is on the horizon. So I'll show you guys zombies. These are my current minions. They do a slam, and so they're AoE. And then my idea is I combo them with multi-strike, and then the slam slams 4 times with awaken multi-strike. And it's this big AoE, and you can combine it with pulverize, and I get less attack speed but more area, and so it's a big slam. And you can multi-strike to do multiple repeats of its slam skill. And somebody it was day 2 of the season, and they asked me about Ruthless, but they never really followed up on it. But they made me look back into it, so maybe it was a GGG dev trying to make me look into bleed, so to accidentally find it forehead. So anyways, they were like, more damage with bleed, and the Ruthless blow. And this Ruthless blow is really important because the way bleed works is you can only apply 1 stack of bleed, and it's only the biggest stack of bleed. So in theory, you want the big hit. So you would want the combo of the Ruthless blow. When this synergizes with multi-strike, it says when supported by multi-strike, Ruthless blows work differently. Instead of occurring every 3rd hit, it occurs every 3rd multi-strike. This means hits from the first 2 uses, attacks 1 to 6, will be normal blows, and all hits from 3rd multi-strike use, attacks 7 to 9, will be Ruthless blows. Oh my god, I understand it now. I read it properly. So, awakened multi, the first awakened multi... It's the same. It's the same for awakened multi, but it's 1 to 4, 4 to 8, and then it's the big one for the Ruthless blows is 9 to 12, which then the final strike of the multi-strike, the awakened multi doing the 66 or whatever, the really big on top of the big more on the Ruthless. Dude, that sounds sick, because you have the awakened multi, 60%. That sounds insane. And then you can combine, and then the way the way I plan to actually get bleed. So this was just the synergy for zombies to maybe potentially get a really big hit. You can use like these 4 awaken multi, the pulverize, the Ruthless, and try to go for a big hit, slow big hit slam AOE. So it would be for clear on top of boss DPS hopefully. And we could go Montegrel's Grasp on top of this. And lower the amount of zombies we have, because it shouldn't matter since you can only have 1 stack of bleed and all of the DPS is going to be bleed. Therefore, you wouldn't need more zombies. You just need 1, really. That's why I was saying the Stone Golem idea. You just have 1 lonely Stone Golem with buffed up by like a Carrion Golem and the Chaos Golem and 3 golems, easy clap. Anyways, vulnerability on the base thing, on the base quality, when you quality this up, gives you chance to bleed. So, attacks hit against cursed enemies have a chance to bleed. So you can get bleeding for your minions with vulnerability. Also, there's anomalous pride. So this is giving chance to bleed from pride in an AoE around. Yeah, easy bleed. You have Divergent Maim support, another alternate quality gem, and this one gives chance to inflict bleeding on maimed enemies. So you maim them and then they bleed. So we're starting to stack up the amount of chances to bleed. I don't even know if you need this high. I'm just showing you how many options there are. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Which, like, for now, the vulnerability kind of looks cool. Except you wouldn't do this on an AG because it won't have the quality. So that's interesting. And this one, you'll lose the area of effect of your pride. That's not fun. But at least this one, you don't really lose anything. You could lose the increased effect of maim from the anomalous version, but getting bleed, pog. Then I found also Divergent less duration support, and this gives bleeding inflicted by supported skills deals damage 0.5 faster. So you could get some faster bleeds. And again, faster attack support with Divergent. Bleeding inflicted deals a little bit faster. You also have chance to bleed support. You could run this if you wanted for the 25% and the flat physical, but weapons, I don't know about that. And then this does deal more damage with bleeding, and if we're a full bleed build, maybe we'll go down that meme of having no damage except bleed. Brutality, look at this one, anomalous, chance to bleed, anomalous brutality. So they actually want you to not do awakened brutality. What the fuck, dude? Let me show you this. This is awakened brutality with the overwhelm and the physical, and you go, wow, chance to cause bleeding. Dude, holy shit. That's pretty cool. And then I showed this in my new video just before this, which was chance to crush for 2 seconds on hit on this anomalous bloodlust. While I was looking all this, I thought, oh, well, technically, this is more for you bleed with a support, and then because the enemy is bleeding, you can get more damage, but this isn't actually better than anything we have, and then this would be like good as a support to cause the crush from the alternate quality. So back in the day, you would use this as a like actual, I try to use this to do more damage against bleeding enemies, but with all these awakened gems and shit, is there even like an awakened bloodlust? Maybe, but dude, is there? But anyways, Awaken Melee Fizz also, you get the chance to Intimidate, if you didn't know, 10% increased physical damage. And then this is also more damage with bleeding. You could use this for the poison builds as well, but these are all my ideas. Like I said, for zombies specifically, you could run Montegros to increase the fizz, and then it doesn't look that bad overall. And then the idea that you could just use support minions with 1 or 2 of these bodyguards, and you instantly have bleed in the build and knockback, and it's just fucking insanity. And it's pretty much, it could be put in nearly my build right now. That's pretty cool, right? It's not that hard of a way to, like, not that hard of a thing to test, and it's pretty cool overall, and there's a lot of stuff here, and it seems like it has, it's viable for sure. The numbers add up for this whole, like, knockback, and the amount of hits, and the amount of minions, and how fast you could, like, if you just went an attack speed build too, like, if you didn't even go zombies, well, then if you go attack speed, you're not scaling big deep, so never mind, but it should be fine with enough minions, especially Valskelly and stuff. Either way, I'm extremely looking forward to everyone's thoughts and suggestions and theory crafting. And obviously, I hope no one gets debated. It's actually a good idea, I think. and I'm glad I could bring this to you guys. Oh, fucking hell, man. Bodyguards. Who would have thought that we'd end up looking at this and this would be a sleeper OP bleed build? What the fuck, bro? Oh my god. Well, he's done it again. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon and my YouTube members who financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys for all the support. And thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon or the YouTube members today. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!